These 6 YouTubers have some of the worst reputations, and we're going to be going over exactly why. So let's jump right in with Pokimane, who is a live streamer that is extremely successful, but it has not come without serious controversy. So why did she end up getting such a bad reputation? Well, there's been numerous reasons. For starters, she has been very greedy in her career as well as prideful. She absolutely hates criticism, and anytime somebody has something to say about her, she does everything in her power to silence them or to play their criticisms off as ridiculous. A perfect example is when Poki started her own cookie brand from an existing cookie brand. She simply just changed the packaging and increased the price by 225%. When her viewers found this out, they were extremely frustrated on why she would charge so much. And on live stream, she had this to say to all of her viewers.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard. Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Now let's jump into Jack Doherty. Jack is a creator who thrives on doing shocking content for views. Jack has been on YouTube for a very long time and has figured out exactly what works. Whether it's been harassing Walmart employees or whether it's picking fights with dads at the park.
Watch your kids, go walk away.
Get something to say, you motherfucker. Hey.
And Jack's only purpose on YouTube is to make as much money as he can. And in the process, he has made it so that if you are over the age of 8 years old, you realize all he cares about is making money on YouTube. Sssniperwolf is also no stranger to picking fights. Sssniperwolf is a very large reaction channel who has been on YouTube for close to a decade. She started posting Call of Duty videos, but has now just moved to exclusively making reaction videos like this.
Art that you need 3D glasses for. So it's like you put on the red side and it's a whole other picture than the blue side. And then you take it off and you can see both. Put the red side on, normal people. Blue, they're cyborgs. That's crazy.
And viewers are very frustrated by it, as it feels like she really just doesn't care and is making low quality content. But she's also making millions of dollars on other people's content, and half the time is not even giving them credit. But that's when Jack Films stepped in, another YouTube channel, and he decided he was going to confront her on this. However, Sssniperwolf, similar to Poki, does not like criticism, and after seeing Jack's video, she made threats to him and even showed up to his house. She took pictures of his house and posted it onto her Instagram. She posted it on Instagram for her millions of fans to see, which resulted in a temporary ban on YouTube. It's obvious to see why she has such a bad rep. Where Neon is different than Sssniperwolf is that he is an IRL streamer who has also been on YouTube since he was just a kid. He's been kicked out of UFC fights for threatening the president of the United States.
I'm gonna walk up, I'm gonna talk my shit to Trump, and then it's gonna be a very good experience. And I'm gonna talk my shit. I don't care if the Secret Service is there. I don't give a fuck.
Neon's not allowed in.
What?
They dropped your name specifically.
Huh?
They just dropped your name specifically, bro. They said Neon is not allowed in.
But worse than that, he started his own YouTube channel with a video series that was talking about how he was quote unquote dying. Now you might say, how could somebody get a bad rep for literally posting a video series about how they have some sort of serious illness and they're dying? But after viewers looked into this so-called life-threatening problem, his story was just simply not adding up. It was found out that the whole reason he did it was just to try and garner views, which is obviously a terrible way to try and create a fan base. And of course, what kind of reputation does that give a person that literally talks about them dying just to get views? Now, how could I make a video about bad reputations without including one of the Paul brothers? Now, obviously, both of the Paul brothers easily could have their own video, or really their own 2-hour video about all of the bad things that they've done. However, we'll save Jake for another time. And yes, Logan Paul has done a lot of good things, but he's also done a lot of bad things. One specific thing stands out, and it's not what you're thinking. It was on his podcast where he had 2 other co-hosts, Mike and George. George was very open about how he is a Christian and oftentimes would bring in Bible verses as well as other faith-based ideology. And Logan is not Christian. Logan even told George that he needs a therapist because he's a Christian.
Intelligence.
So don't condemn it.
I don't know if I can. I just don't know if I can get behind. Like, that's silly to me. That seems silly to me. So I think it's a silly practice to engage in, and I think it deserves satire. Like, come on.
Yeah, but that's not
subscribe to a doctrine that slams homosexuality. Come on, that's ridiculous.
I mean, again, we've talked about this. First of all, every religion, Muslims, Jewish people, Christians, they all believe.
Well, Georgie, that's the other thing.
Everyone, let him speak.
That's the other
let him speak.
Every, you all think you're right, and you think that the Muslims are going to hell, and they think that you're going to hell, and the Jews think
never said that. You can't put words in my house.
No, in his house.
But you
put
do.
words in his house.
You can't put words in my mouth. I never said that.
Let him speak.
If you believe in Christianity, it's what you think.
I don't think that is the case.
See, I think this is the problem, Logan. You assume so much that you don't know one Bible verse.
What happens to a Muslim when they die, George?
I don't know. God says no one knows who goes to heaven or hell. That's in the Bible.
But they do go to heaven or hell?
Yes.
A Muslim can go to heaven?
Yes.
Can a Jewish person go to heaven?
Again, I don't know who goes to heaven or hell. I am not the guy who decides who's going to heaven or hell.
But doesn't your scripture say something about if you're not subscribed to Christianity?
You're
basically saying that you're going to be
can only
banished?
go through the Father, through the Son. Yeah. So Christianity believe that through Jesus you could be saved, but that doesn't mean I go
Jesus,
condemn.
not Allah.
But question: what makes you think I'm going around condemning people? That's what I want to know, because you always put that on me.
Nicocado Avocado has ruined his entire reputation in a much different way. He is a mukbang YouTuber that eats an ungodly amount of food for his YouTube videos and has a very interesting attitude.
I'm gonna do my Walmart inventory check. And if you are a mother, that means you make milk. And if you make milk, you are a cow. Moo! Oh. Jeepers creepers. Are you a cow, Matilda? Are you a shrimp, Miranda Thrip? Are you a cow, Bessie Harris? You are a cow, you Lady Heidi.
Nick has learned what the viewer likes, which is him eating a crazy amount of food. This is a double-edged sword, as it has got him gaining an extreme amount of success and popularity while eating thousands and thousands of calories. So much that you can see with this before and after picture how much weight Nick has gained. With this extreme weight gain, it has caused a lot of health issues for Nick. He has seemed to completely stop caring about himself whatsoever, only trying to give the viewer what they want. But the result is people feeling disgusted by how he doesn't care for himself at all, and how he only cares about the money and popularity he's getting from putting himself into these situations. But by the looks of things, it seems like Nick has no problem gaining weight around his stomach as well as around his pockets.